The 2020 football season has arrived. North Alabama opens up on the road at Liberty. In this Lion Vision update presented by CBNS Bank, we'll get UNA head football coaches Chris Willis' thoughts on the season opener. And Coach, it's been an interesting preseason. You guys have been practicing for about the last month or so. How does it feel to finally be in a game week?
Well, I mean, first off, we're ready to play somebody other than ourselves, like we all are at this time when the season gets ready to go. Whether it's in August, September, October, but it does have a different feel to it, knowing that football's been played across the country and we have been practicing through the month of September, and here it is October, basically, when we get ready to go. And you know, there's excitement, there's uncertainty, there's mixed emotions and feelings. You know, we hope as we move towards the week and before we take off and board the plane that we have everybody on hand. You know, there's still that's got to be answered as we test throughout the week. So, you know, at this point in time, we understand as a staff and our players do as well what the goals are and what we're trying to do this fall. Number one, we want to play some football, okay? And so we're going to get to do that. And then we're going to take the opponents we're going up against, which we know some of them are superior opponents, 85 scholarship programs, I get that, but we're going to use it as to get better, not just now, but down the road. And, you know, let's play the stiff competition in a 4-game schedule, and let's use this, you know, to learn and get better from, and for the 2021 season, and that's what it's all about. But we're definitely going to go and compete, and we're going to give our best, and we want to win the football game. Don't take nothing away from what I'm saying here. I do want to win the game, but you know, we got to see our identity. We don't really know what we have and what we are right now outside of what we see in practice. So we need to get a game under our belt and kind of get caught up to everybody else.
From the time you guys resumed practicing back in September, Coach, where have you seen some areas of improvement?
Well, you know, we wasn't in the best of shape. We had that period where we were shut down, and we came back July 6th, and we're getting after it. And then we had a little pause, and we got back at it again. You know, the physical part of being in shape, I can see, has come around a lot. The mental part of being in shape has also gotten there as well. They seemed a little bit more sharper and crisp with the game plan or your side of the ball or what you're installing. And just like today, seeing players coming over, watching film on our off day is a good sign. And so everybody's engaged. I think we're just all kind of feeling our way through this and what to expect. I think the fact that we're getting on a plane and we're kind of traveling together gives us a little break from here. We get to go and isolate ourselves at a hotel in another state and you know, try to get to be around each other a little bit more. You know, here we are around each other in meetings and practice, and but we don't really have those large groups where we hang out together and socialize a lot because due to the COVID. And so I guess being in a bubble on this road trip will be kind of neat and kind of get us back in that good feel again.
UNA's opponent this week, Liberty University, are friends in the ASUN. They are an FBS independent. First FBS game UNA has played since 1997, Coach. Let's talk about this Liberty team. Head coach Hugh Freeze, former Ole Miss coach. He's the head coach now up at Liberty. They've played 2 games, wins over Western Kentucky and FIU. What can you tell us about this Flames team that you'll see on Saturday?
Well, I mean, all his teams are very up-tempo, and they score a lot of points. And you know, I'm not saying they're not any good on defense, but they're a big offensive component because of his background and the places he's been and what he's done. And so I expect them to, you know, to be very skillful over there, from good athletes from what I've seen on film. I don't know who will be at quarterback. I know one was the starter, got a little banged up, but I think he's day-to-day and good player. They've got things going in the right direction. You know, I think they were a bowl-eligible team last year, and I know they had high expectations probably for themselves this year. So it's definitely going to be a challenge, be different, playing in a stadium with hardly anybody there, especially in a stadium of their size. So it'll be, you know, once again, it's all new for us. They do have 2 games under their belt, so they've been able to work out a lot of their kinks. You know, this will be a game for us to kind of gauge ourselves against a team that has 2 games and to see where we're at. But I'm familiar with pretty much their staff and kind of what they've done over the years and where they have all been. And so, you know, right now it's just let's put our best out on the field against their best, and let's just see if we can eliminate the mistakes play some smart football, and keep ourselves around maybe and make it a competitive game and give us a chance to win the game in the fourth quarter.
A noon o'clock kick on Saturday Central Time. You can catch the game on ESPN3. You can stream it on the radio as well on 97.1 WBCF FM. Coach, just a teaser for UNA fans on Saturday. What do you want to see out of your team?
Well, I mean, listen, I can say all the things the coaches are going to tell you, but, listen, I want to come out with a lot of energy. I want to play a very competitive football game. Well, what do you mean by that? I want to keep the game in check, close. Whether we're ahead, behind, I want to be in reach to where we get into the second half and we come back out with that opportunity again. I don't want to see the game over at halftime. I'd like to see us carry it over into the second half. And, then there's all the other things, eliminating the penalties and the turnovers and the big plays and be sound on special teams. Usually in the first game, it's always tackling and special teams that you worry about the most. I do as a head coach. And so we're going to stress those things throughout this week and hopefully eliminate those mistakes and keep them at a minimum.
This Saturday, North Alabama on the road at Liberty. Coach, thanks for previewing this one with us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.